we stumbled across Leguan spider lifts. This is Jori, and these machines are a little bit more unusual than what we've seen before. Jori, tell me about the track configuration, because this is what makes these machines different to anything else I've seen today.
Yeah, so our history started 30 years together with the Avant compact loaders. So Leguan's main purpose was all-terrain. So the main focus has been always we make our own track system. It's really high-profile track. Allows you to climb over street curbs and different heavy terrain because we have really big side wheel. We have strong hydraulic tri-motor from Danfoss attached to the back of the frame. Front plates moving freely, and the tension is keeping it always in max tension. That way we don't have the tracks come off, even if you drive on big side slopes or over hard terrain. And now that we have already high-profile tracks, we made the machine wide enough that we can pack all the heavy components between the tracks and really close to the ground. And for that reason, we can drive 50% grades, so 27-degree angles, while being in the basket, and the machine is still stable and safe to drive. Having the legs close to the ground, you can go pretty much anywhere you want. Another specialty for Leguan is that we make all the software and all of the technology behind in-house, and that's probably the main competitive advantage. It's all logic controlled. We don't use direct hydraulics.
Right.
So for example, if you now punch all the movements simultaneously, we can maintain the maximum pressure needed for the lower boom. So while simultaneously you're moving upper boom, telescope, slewing, it's still keeping the main boom at maximum speed.
Really? How are you doing that?
It's a logic controller calculating how much the valves should be opening.
Right.
And you have joystick control. So while moving different joysticks, it measures how much weight is in the basket, what's the angle of every boom, and it maintains the maximum speed. So this lift goes to maximum height in 55 seconds and back down with home function in 58 seconds about.
That's fast. That is always a bugbear of how slow these things are.
That's about 3 times faster than direct hydraulics machines, because this replaced the older machine we used to make with direct hydraulics. And then when you open all the valves same time, of course the flow goes where it's easiest going, and doesn't maintain the valve openings on where you need the most pressure. It tries to open all the valves simultaneously.
Of course,
that's why these are fast.
Sometimes when operating my machine, if I try to operate too many functions at once, some things just don't work, So you try and move the fly jib while moving the slew, for instance, something just won't work.
Yeah.
Right, so this is as narrow as these tracks go.
Yeah, so
so you'd never have it on a wide or narrow mode.
Yeah.
And what's the width of this then?
Around 1.2 meters, that's over.
1.2 meters.
Yeah.
It's 400 mil wider than the other machines. Making the machine narrow is not what you're looking for. This is an all-terrain.
The benefits from that come if you look under the chip boom, for example. We have good ground clearance, and we have really high climbing angle.
Yeah.
So you can drive it off the ramps without having to lift the chip boom up. You can just jump in the basket and drive it on site, level the machine, and go to work. So we designed it for outdoor operations. You can set up fast. You don't have to have compromise of setting up super narrow or super wide or anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to really do any pre-adjustments before work.
Who are your customers?
I'd say globally, tree care is the biggest segment still. If we go to Nordic countries, roof contractors, facade cleaning or facade working companies. Now, since we brought up the new portfolio with the joystick controls, I can show you next, I'd say rental companies are growing the fastest. So this is super easy to master. And you can jump from this machine to 265 or 22 meter, and it's 100% the same controls.
Yes.
100% same after sales, same service procedures.
And you think this is easier to operate than other machines?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Show me.
Yeah, let's go up. Upper controls, fixed station, no remote control, because we wanted to make it easy one-hand operation.
Yes.
So driving, all you do is you push forward, you point to the direction you want to drive.
Yeah.
You can control the speed proportionally. It's a big joystick, so you have full control on how fast you're turning or how fast you're going forward.
Yeah.
Leveling, press one button, it levels
the basket as well.
Yeah, automatic leveling. When the machine's leveled, this is automatically your boom controls.
So, I suppose that's the reason why you've got quite wide pads on the end of your outriggers, so that you don't need spreader plates.
Exactly.
So you just drive it around, which would be a big advantage if you were clearing gutters on a big block of flats. You just drive it around, put it down. Yeah, no.
So the idea is, especially in that kind of line of work, we have a lot of roof contractor and gutter installation companies in Nordics. They stay in the basket, you fix something here, you lift the legs up, you drive it on site, put the legs down, go back up. So now the fast setup, fast coming down, to be able to drive it in the basket. You never have to leave the basket for any adjustments. That's really the idea. But the boom controls, we have 2 joysticks. It's designed so that this is your one-hand joystick control you do most of your operation with. So left joystick, you only need to open up the scissor, so the lower boom opening.
Yes.
Typically you open that once and then you adjust your height and distance from the object with the telescope and upper boom. So here we have upper boom upwards or downwards, simultaneously I can do slewing.
Yeah.
So if I want to go that way, I just point the joystick towards there.
Okay.
And then telescoping out simultaneously. You can have one hand on the cutter or tools.
Do you know what?
Everything simultaneously.
So I've got levers on my machine, and I've mastered moving the machine with one hand in the gutter, so you could sort of clear the gutters with it. But this was clearly designed by someone who had to clear gutters out. I reckon,
this one replaced the old system where we had the levers.
Yeah.
So yeah, you needed to have really wide hands to be able to control them simultaneously.
Not only that, if you want to telescope in while slewing around and spinning the basket at the same time, you can't do that with one hand unless you have got like super wide fingers.
And now when you can do slewing slowly, faster, you have long distance that you can proportionally control it. That way you can move close to the gutters easier, I
do like the design of this machine. It's clearly been designed by an operator, somebody who has lived using these machines.
Personally, that time when we were thinking which controls we have to install to each joystick, I interviewed many clients in USA, Europe. We had some test drivers in Germany and Finland testing out, giving us information which movements has to be here and which movements here and how to operate. Because usually you have one hand doing something else and you shouldn't be focusing here. You're focusing on the work. So you can turn, you can go which way around you want to go. So that's the idea. One hand on the joystick, you move in the air. And then do you know what's this one?
Return home?
Yeah.
Will that return you home exactly the way that you came, or does it take you the fastest way?
That's a good question. It's pretty much the fastest. You can do manually maybe a couple of seconds faster. But now when you're on top of a roof, for example, the most important is that you first telly in. So you're coming away from the trouble or away from the canopy.
Yeah.
After that, because this is now a logic controlled machine, the software controls the electronic valves. It simultaneously brings all the booms down. So it doesn't do one movement at a time. And it packs everything down. And if you have to go get tools from the ground, for example, then you can go back to work, and then it does the same. It opens all the booms the same angle and tellies out to the same place.
Do you need to be touching any of this one? So it'll just do that?
Home function and back to work. Hold one button.
Oh wow, that is a feature I've never seen before. And that is a really good feature.
Logic controller operates all the hydraulic valves and movements constantly. And that allows also some other cool features, like when we go to maximum outreach, typically lifts, they lock you in that you can't go downwards because you're at the maximum outreach, right?
Yeah.
So this one, when you start going down from that position, it actually automatically brings in telescope to keep you at the maximum movement.
Okay.
So you never get stopped in the air.
Yeah.
So that again, if you're moving close to the wall, you don't have to manually bring in telescope and then go down again. It just does it automatically for you.
Tell you what, this is the cleverest machine I've seen today.
Maybe one feature also that not too many companies have. Emergency lowering is something that's a little bit supercharged as well. So if you run out of diesel when you're working up there, you might have some emergency lowerings on other machines, but basically what you do, you press this button, you can control any movements manually, or you can just press the button and use home function, and it brings you down automatically without the engine power.
How does it do? By opening the valve?
So it's using gravity when coming downwards, but it's also using the main hydraulic power from the main cylinder, and it can power up slewing, telescope, chip boom, all the other movements with the pressure coming from the downward movement.
Wow.
And if you want to go upwards, then it's using 12-volt battery. So it's basically battery-controlled machine. So you will never get stuck in the air, or if you run out of diesel, you won't be in trouble. You can actually even drive the tracks.
With no diesel?
With no diesel.
So you'd be able to put it back on your trailer, I suppose, as long as it wasn't too far away.
Yeah, so...
Just very slowly.
Yeah.
How long could you operate the machine like that?
About, if you're driving, maybe a couple of minutes, and then it needs to cool down. It cools down automatically, and then allows you to move. When using the booms, it's basically using gravity most of the time, and it automatically switches to the battery power if you need to do upward movements. So it knows what you're doing. So, for example, the elevated driving position, what I explained. So if you ever needed extra ground clearance under the chip boom, you can lift up the upper boom while driving. It stops automatically at the maximum. We got about 30 centimeters extra ground clearance under the basket.
Yeah.
And you can still drive the machine normally from the basket. This would be useful if you go through sudden ditch or a high ramp that is too short.
Yes.
And then you need the extra climbing angle. Because the front of the machine, there's really high angle from the tracks until the front of the boom. And this way we can have the same angle at the back.
Yeah.
So you can drive it pretty much anywhere. And you don't have to leave the basket again. You want to see the service display?
Yeah.
Let's say you have something wrong with the machine. You have error code, maybe some components not communicating with the logic controller. Our service display tells you exactly where the issue is.
Yeah.
So if you have an error code, for example, I can probably create one by I hold this button, go to lower controls to bring us an error code saying that, now there's error code. It says OK for active errors. It tells you there's something wrong with the lower controls, button is stuck in activated position. So could be frozen or could be something wrong with the button. And it tells you exactly which button, E mode or start. Then you press right and it gives you solutions. What to check next, how to fix that problem.
So you fix it on site, hopefully.
Yeah, it says check mechanical failures, frosting, check fuses, cables. It pretty much tells you always exactly which part, which area is the problem and what to do next if you have an error code. This one we developed actually, main reason when we went to North America, long distances, many new dealers, we have to get this help at the machine. Not having to have someone call and then you have to wait for 3 hours for someone to drive in.
Yeah.
So this has been a game changer in technical support.
Yes. I'm well impressed with this machine. It's awesome. This is probably the best machine we've seen today. I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, with this thing, you could just drive over the fence, couldn't you, Sonic? Because it's got big tracks.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a brilliant machine. Yeah, I've been well impressed.
We used to have some rental companies.